know.
Really 3, because they need some time to loaf in the hallways.
You can't loaf in the hallways for people to come to get their checks.
You gotta work, huh?
You got to get back down there. They'll be standing at the door looking at you, standing around the wall.
They'll show up early for these days, huh?
Yes, they do. They were there at before 8.
I'm afraid the government shut down before it trickles down and gets you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Drive me nuts.
They come in and say,
Maybe they need to
Did you
get up
know it shut
early and
down?
find them a job.
You think?
No, I know.
You've got to be not serious. You say that to somebody and you said if you get not treated right.
Send them to the hospital.
Thank you. I didn't know if you wanted to see all that or not. I just grabbed
Yeah.
it and ran. I figured you
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
because
we'll-
I've been up here several times
we like to
before.
look at who's all receiving the money.
Do you really? Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
But Jason analyzes all that.
Well, that's good.
I don't know if I am.
Somebody. I'm glad you do.
Did anybody need copies of it?
No, no.
Don't start that.
Those days are over, I think.
Thank you. Don't start that mess. Why come down and make your own copy?
Well, he did, he made his own copy.
Yes, he did. It's the only way he's gonna get it. I work like I got 4 hands and 5 or 6 feet today. And I'm still not gonna get it.
Seems like
all
the list is getting longer though.
Yes, it is. It is getting longer. You've got so many people now that are applying for disability. Here I'm walking with a thing around my leg up, well, anyway, and, cause I'm in lymphatic, what do you call it, therapy.
You are?
I better be, yeah.
What kind of therapy?
Lymphatic. It gets the fluid out of your legs.
Oh, wow.
Right through this therapy they give you. Then I gotta get a pump, it's gonna cost me $7 G's.
A $7,000 pump?
Keep it pumped.
I got a pump down there at the farm, but a pump.
If you don't
Like
know,
12,000
it
gallons
does
a minute.
not do it like this. You don't wrap that pump around your waist because you got me on camera. Sure. Because I got one at my house that I gotta go buy another one now because somebody, my yard man cut the wire and when I put it back, plugged it in,
Fire one over.
burn up the motor in it. So I go buy another one.
That's bad, isn't it?
Well, do you have anything?
No, no, we just kind of pass around and look at it and get back to you. That's it. This kind of goes around a circle.
Are you out of time? Do you need to get back downstairs?
No, I'm not in a hurry, but I know I'm gonna have to get back, cause I'll put that, someone gonna take that sign.
Well, they don't know when you put that on there. They show up, they may think they just missed you.
It don't matter. They don't know where I am. I didn't tell them where I was going, cause they, somebody would come find you.
Come
For
on.
real. For real.
They wouldn't.
They're people with very good disposition, some of them. I bet you don't know some of them.
My brother carried the mail here in town, and people, would holler at him like a block away on check day.
Get down here.
Hey, man, you got my check? You know, well, they got that mail in line where they go to house to house. you know.
Right.
And they'd want him to come down there and dig through there and get my check. Of course, he never did do it. Get down here.
You're waiting on you all morning.
Yeah.
I know in the city it got so bad people would put can down certain routes because they would go get them for their check.
Ridiculous.
It is. You know, if you have a legitimate, reason for not being able to work, it's okay. If you're sick or something, you know, but for some reason in our house, we never got too sick, dead or dying, you had to work.
Our, the young man that we had, I guess since they closed the Carbondale office, you know, that dispatches now, comes from St. Louis. It runs in like an hour and a half behind because of the time difference. But they still have to be back in the post office at a certain time, so it makes their day really hard now because they get the mail later. They have to get it all out, and they have to, there's a certain time they have to be back at the post office.
Yeah, they'll come out looking for you.
Yeah, or, something, I don't know what it happens, but he said, like, normally they would deliver our mail at noon, now it's about 1:30.
Yeah.
He said, you know,
Hey, so that Noble T. Shin on there,
Yeah.
do you know him?
Just when I see him, I mean,
How
just when he
old
comes
is
in the
he?
office, but, I can get you that if you
Well,
need.
no, it's not.
I don't know right offhand.
there's
how-
two of them, there's a father and there's a son.
Okay, well, that's what I was wondering, that one's retired, yeah, or, isn't it?
Well, there's one Noble Shin that passed here within the last couple of years.
There's one that's a little bit younger than I am, probably like 38 years old.
Maybe that would be this whole,
I'll have to check to see. I'll make a note of that.
no, it's not Gordon.
But I was gonna tell you though, I know that Lori had said something about the Sparks' residence, and I did get an address for him now, he's out on East Street, but, she had already typed this up, and I don't think she put the new address on here.
Okay,
But he's not at that place anymore.
I hope not, because it's gone.
He tore it down.
If he is, Gerald hauled him off.
Yeah.
He patted him down under there. Okay, guys. Any questions?
He's over in Gerald's backyard getting ready to get,
Yeah.
Push up, baby.
No, stop it. Okay.
thank you.
You're done with me?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know Jason wants me to get out. I'm going.
Just go on. I'm gonna get the door for you, because you seem to have a lot of problems with this door every time you come in here. See how simple this is?
Thank you, guys.
All right. Leah, you're up.
Am I
You're
up?
next to be grilled.
I'm Joe.
Miss Mattisette,
Miss Madison.
that's a heck of a name to spell, that last name.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Okay.
After about 5, 6 times writing it out, you get it down
Exactly,
pretty.
exactly. And spelling it for everybody,
Yeah.
every phone call. How do you spell that?
Mate's evac. That's what I remember it.
Uh-huh.
Or how he's enjoying the bridge train.
Oh, he's just loving
Yeah.
it.
I bet he is.
Do you detect a note of sarcasm in that
Yeah.
little remark? Yeah.
Is that actually Monday through Friday? I mean,
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I talked with him briefly on Saturday. He was ready to come back home about Tuesday last week.
Did he come home on the weekend
Yes, he
and see his
did.
family?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Or if they get to go out and do some hands-on stuff, or if it's all just classroom.
You know, I'm not real sure, and I don't think he was either,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so, he's having to take some tests he wasn't,
Prepared for it.
well, didn't know that there were gonna actually be tests,
Yeah.
so,
Man. Never liked the feeling of that.
no, added pressure.
See, they've been pretty busy mowing, it looks like.
Yeah, once we got done with oil and chipping, they jumped on that, I think they got all 4 mowers going,
Yeah, I can tell
yeah.
lots been done. All the equipment good?
Well,
Far as you
yeah,
know.
so far, yeah. Knock on wood.
You gonna drop a check off at the treasurer's office?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They'll be tracking you down if you didn't notice.
You want to escort her down there?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's-
yeah,
I didn't want you to forget.
I got it covered.
They thought you went over that emergency plan, look at it, and you're good with it. Yeah.
Let me pass around. One page, that's a good sign.
That's good.
better than it was.
Then we get these 60 days at $2,200 paid off. Yeah. That was all in the 60 days, I think it was
Yeah, just
2,247. Yeah, anything under 30 days that has any importance.
You know, some of those, like the arrestee medical is not gonna affect general fund. That one bill from Sea Cover Gyms will get paid out of DUI fund, money's supposed to be there.
One for Gerald Childers, we ain't worried about that.
Yeah.
Bottom of the list.
Right in bad shape, as far as I'm concerned. It wouldn't be the first one you've had, is it?
I'm gonna review his statement of economic interest.
Yeah, I'd fill that out.
Is yours 2 pages? We only got 1 page.
She just got, the remaining one I got on my budget.
Okay.
I was thinking she said that either Nap Oil or Save-A-Lot was kind of big, there's, Save-A-Lot's got 9,000.
That's gotta be a combination of a couple of months, isn't it?
And I think, in the past, if they've had, we've had just a little money, you can send them something, that's all they care is.
Keep 'em going,
On a regular basis.
Have an exciting week or?
Not too bad yet.
I know we've asked you for this one that's under Damon's. Is that like John's phone now, or what?
It's probably still,
Is that a lot of phones for that price?
yeah, that's Verizon Wireless, that's all of our cell phones.
Everybody's.
I don't know why it's still in maintenance.
Tim, how are you?
Good, Jason.
How's it going?
Have you heard anything from Sean today? Is he improving any? It's just not
Have
looking.
aneurysm or what?
I'll find out when I go over this sworn test next night.
That is in Mexico.
No, Western Bend.
You're going over there or you going over here? You go visit him then?
What room number is it?
3, floor 3, room 3.
So it'd be 303?
No, it's the intensive care
Oh, okay.
section.
So it's 4-3, room 3.
Yeah.
Is he able to recognize anybody yet?
Is he married with children?
He's married, but only have kids.
Who's his wife?
You know, Anna used to work, manage Hucks.
Yeah.
It's her daughter, Kim.
And old.
It's George Owens' daughter, that's right, now I know.
Yep, would be, yeah.
Click on this here. Is that the person that had the problem, and it says here, is that the person responsible for the bill, or what's that mean?
Yeah, Brennan is the patient. And referring him, I don't know if that's the doctor's office that referred him over there. It's not his mom.
What happened on that situation? Just,
He slipped. cooking meals one day in the kitchen, and twisted his knee.
Ted, I forgot to call you Monday, Marcia. I told her to go down and get that stuff for the paint that room. And, I told her that had an inmate was gonna do it, and she said, well, she said she'd just do it herself on the courthouse tank.
While she's working.
So she's gonna,
Yeah, she's done it before, she's painted over there for us.
yeah. I didn't know, I didn't know if she'd have time or not, but she said she'd work it in, so
Okay.
she'll just take care of it again. But appreciate you gonna help.
Joe buy some desks and chairs and.
Yeah, we had some of the stuff in Sandy's office was original equipment, been there 20 years.
A little age on it.
You know, she was got one of the drawers she always uses, she'd have to jerk it out, I don't need your rotator cuff to go out there.
Anything else going on?
No, population's down, we're down about 3 over capacity, this one give us some chance to pick up some warrants, we've got people that we need to arrest, that didn't have a place to put them, so.
They don't read the paper though. Going high.
That's all I've got. About 11?
Yeah, you can come back over there after that.
Yes. I was aware of it. In addition to the amounts in the contract, there may be additional fees for maintenance, or if there's some adjustment or update that needs to occur, but I think that's pretty well standard. And when I talked with Dana about it, she wasn't, she was aware of that already. She wasn't concerned about it. And I had a chance to talk with you, John, but that was the only thing I saw that I thought we needed to be aware of, that there could be additional expenses on top of the items.
And somewhere down the road, if something changes with the law or something, they have to do an update.
Right.
All right, well, can we get I guess we wanna try to go and make a motion to accept the contract with CIC. I don't know if it was a year-to-year contract, or was it, do you remember, or if it? I don't know.
I think it'd be, you'll have an initial installment, and then it's a maintenance agreement after that.
Correct.
All right.
Okay. What
That's
about,
what it-
they was gonna pull some wires and stuff, I mean, and.
They could do it, either their techs could do it, or we could hire somebody to do it.
That's what they were suggesting.
They were
interested.
suggesting us to hire.
And, you know, and to set the network up. And there is a person in Massac County that actually can do networking.
Okay, is that somebody you
Well,
use
John,
in Dana's office?
I've
Have
used,
you
I've used
before?
John in my office for some complicated stuff. I mean, just here recently, it's John Long, I don't know
Yeah.
if and the techs on the other end of the phone really liked him. He could sit there and talk their language. Cause, you know, they'll call and tell me, well, what, I don't know. You know, when it gets in there and the security and stuff like that, I mean, he's familiar with that. And, I mean, I would suggest that we'll see what the cost is. I mean, he's usually pretty reasonable. But I mean, from, when I had him in my office, is getting ready to do a data transfer to get another server up and running, he was very knowledgeable talking to people at the other
Probably,
end.
what, 6 months ago or so when you bought your new, had to have your
Yeah,
new
and,
server?
and then when they set the new server up, they put security features on it, nobody could get through. They had to get to John, and he had to work through them on the phone before I could remotely allow them into my computer, because anymore, that's the way it works. They don't come to the spot, everything's done
Done
remotely.
offsite, yeah, okay.
But John did, and they complimented John, you know, for being knowledgeable on it, and that's what I'm basing it on, and he was extremely excited to get to work with the county. I mean, it sounds like he's a young man trying to get a bit of a business established.
Who's gonna be in charge of getting this done? Is that you and Dana together, you, her?
Yeah, we'll you know, we'll get with Mike and then have a conference and, you know, get a schedule set up to get it going, boom, 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 and get the training in and get it done. And if they suggest, I mean, I spoke with John a little bit and told him there's a possibility that we would be doing this, and we might need his assistant, and he seemed to be very, very encouraged that we would ask him to do it.
So it sounds like he may have time to get on it then,
Mhm.
because time is kind of the
Yeah.
essence.
I'll make a motion then to get an agreement with CIC, get a second on that.
Second.
All right, all agree, say aye.
Aye.
Y'all need to sign some, do we all need to sign it, or is it just the
I don't
chairman?
know,
I
there's the
think it's just the county board chairman. There was only one signature line. I think they've got it flagged in all the documents. When there's quite a few signature places.
He probably did the sign right there as well, wouldn't he? Signature.
I believe so. Let me see if it's going.
You can see it the whole day if you want.
That's okay. Yeah, I think you should.
You had the courthouse full yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, it's gonna be about the same today, I'm afraid.
What's today? Is it juveniles?
No, that was yesterday. Today is just felonies and misdemeanors, criminal court day.
all the nice people coming in today.
Right.
Is there some more to sign?
Yep. Sure.
What is the name of that? Computer,
Information Concepts Incorporated. John, do you want me to give these to Dana, or do you want to take them?
Dana is not here. I'll tell you what I can do. I can get in touch with Mike Meyer and see what he wants me to do with them
Okay.
for the fact that Dana's not here, and
Looks like
tell him
everybody's-
it's a go, and we get the process started.
No problem.
Just give it all to John.
Yeah, put it all in this, envelope there. Thank you, John.
Already.
Anything, that you want to discuss before we?
Actually, there was an item I brought up a couple weeks ago about adjustment in the budget, my budget, so that way the assistant can get a new computer. I prepared a verification form that's requesting that $900 be transferred from equipment maintenance to equipment, and there's room in my budget this year, the budget for my office this year, to accomplish that, prepare that form.
So equipment maintenance to what?
Equipment. It's just basically switching monies from one line item to another.
Okay.
And I'll get this right back.
Okay, well, you can keep it, if
All right.
you want, I'll just get a copy later.
Anything else you got?
That was it.
I'm gonna make a motion to go in closed session on land